definitely shows us.
Good, happy Thursday morning. This
Happy
is
Thursday
the
morning.
first day of
You still
school.
weren't doing daily vlogs.
I know I did, but I just can't help it. I'm so excited to share. I'm so happy to share with everybody. Somebody's not happy about it. Uh-oh. I got So anyways, we've got our workbooks. Nick is going to be working on spelling. Olivia's working on vocabulary right now. Catherine's going to get her, are you going to get your jumbo workbook out, Catherine? Or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Okay.
this one.
And we just wrote our memory verse.
Yep.
Right?
No, I need help. I
You need
can't,
help.
so
All
I
right.
just made a
I'm
Bible
gonna help you.
instead.
Nick looks like he's raring to go.
It's too heavy for the Bible.
School's done? Oh, look at my girls. School, well, sit down school. School is never really done, right? Because we're always learning. But the official first day of homeschool is done, and how do you rate it? On a scale of 1 to 5.
4.
How do you rate it, Catherine?
5.
Oh, you had a 5-day.
4.
Nicholas, on the other hand,
He had a 3-1. No, he had a 2-day.
he had a good day and a bad day. You know, Nick, he has a hard time with actual sit-down school, doesn't he?
Yeah, he likes hands-on.
Everything's going to be hands-on.
Hands-on.
You know, building things, creating things, science experiments, hammering, nailing, sawing, putting things together.
Making stuff for us girls.
Making stuff for the girls.
Can you hear the
sewing
thunder?
even. Yeah, I heard that thunder.
Oh, it's big. Me too.
So we're gonna, I don't like to really share things like that, except for the fact that maybe other people could see that maybe they're in situations like that, and you're not alone if you have a child that just does not do well with sit-down school. I'm not sure what's wrong because he's an extremely intelligent boy. I don't know if it's laziness or if it's just an inability to pay attention or just getting easily frustrated. I don't know. But we're working with him, and we're going to really start, maybe I'll try to start doing some different things. Try different ideas to try to get him interested in school. So, anyway.
Mom?
That's that. Yes,
Well, I love workbooks.
I know. Catherine and Olivia are crazy about workbooks.
I love workbooks.
When I was in school, I loved them. I absolutely loved them. And I think they got that from their mama.
But Nick
doesn't
got it
like
from Daddy,
workbooks.
because Daddy doesn't really like workbooks either.
No, Nick doesn't like workbooks. So, I don't know. We'll have to try something else.
What side is Caroline going to be on?
You know, I'm thinking about doing unit studies and notebooking is what people do in homeschooling.
3 girls are going to learn from their mama.
Uh-huh.
The boys are going to learn from their dad.
So this year I'm really trying to learn to be patient, you know, no pressure, enjoy school, enjoy learning and being intelligent. Will you go turn that off for me?
What, the rice?
Yeah. No, the
tofu.
The tofu.
I did.
Oh, it's off? Turn it
Yeah.
all the way off? Okay. All right. Thank you. So, and also, I wanted to address some other things. I talked to a good friend of mine last night. We talked for quite some time. And she says that she's really enjoying the videos. But she had some advice to share. And you know, it used to be that I wasn't one for taking criticism or advice very well at all. I would probably cry at the drop of a hat if anybody even said that my collar was crooked, which is a problem. But you know, I think God's really working with me, and you're not going to really grow and understand your weaknesses and your strengths unless you have people from the outside that are looking at what you're doing and giving you some advice and sharing with you some things that you can change, some things that would go better, some things that you could probably do a little differently. And the best thing to do with that is to listen openly, with an open mind, take what they've said, pray about it, you know, and just move with that. So my good friend, she was talking about the videos, and there were a couple of issues. First of all, and you guys might not even think that these are issues. It depends on where you are in your walk or what you're doing in life. You're going to have to leave if you're doing that, okay? Because I don't want any distractions. And she was talking about our videos and saying that the children were showing a little too much skin. Now, I didn't really notice it. I didn't really see it because, you know, I try to be really conservative with them. But in the summertime especially, and in our home, it's hot in here. And when it's hot outside, it's hotter inside. And with our furnace being out, our air being out this summer, I was a little more lenient in their dress, especially indoors. And apparently I was a little too much. And the thing is that I want to err on the side of being over cautious than to be under cautious. So from now on, I'm going to be really watching and making sure that everybody is dressed appropriately. Especially like Nicholas, he wears tank tops, and I didn't really think that was a big deal, but it might be for some of you. So this morning he was wearing a tank top for breakfast, but he's not going to anymore, especially with the videos. And I feel like I was a little bit too comfortable with our daily vlogs, too comfortable inviting you into our home, especially. Now this is something that I thought about even before I talked to my friend last night. I was getting more and more convicted that the girls really shouldn't be on the videos if they're not in dresses. So like at bedtime, you know, they wear shirts and shorts, especially in the summertime, before they go to bed. And I always like to close out the video with a cute little, you know, Caroline or the girls or somebody saying, you know, doing our, you know, our outro, you know, live well and be strong. And I've decided not to do that, just to make sure that they're covered. And
but in the winter, I like to wear nightgowns.
Yeah, that's true.
If you get me some.
Yeah, we'll make a way. Somehow, some way. So anyways, you know, and you might think that's overboard. You might think that's crazy, but you know, you never know where people are in their walk. And and even I think maybe, you know, it's much better to be to have your clothes on, to be more clothed. And even with this issue of health, I recently I shared a link to this nice video about dressing modestly, and the ladies were all, it was in the summertime, and they all had long sleeves on, and they were talking about how we're counseled to wear, you know, sleeves even in the summertime, and to be fully clothed for our health so that our limbs don't get cold and the circulation stays even throughout your body. I'm still struggling with that because I'm hot. When I'm wearing long sleeves in the summertime, I'm hot. So anyways, you know, we all have our struggles, our battles, you know, that we have to, you know, just pray and let God work with us on those. I'm running on with this. So anyways, the second issue was, I forgot what it was. Okay, I remember now. The second issue was with, you want to sit down, honey? Or either that or go somewhere, okay?
Come on, Nikki, here.
The second issue was with the Sabbath. Now, as you know, if you're watching our videos regularly, we keep the seventh-day Sabbath as instructed by the Ten Commandments and Exodus 20 to remember the seventh day to keep it holy. And it's such a sacred day, and it's so important to treat it that way, to treat it with a deep respect in order to show reverence to God and show Him how much you're thankful to Him for giving us the Sabbath and how much He loves us. So I have to try to juggle that with, you know, not being legalistic, not going overboard with restrictions with the children, but at the same time making sure that they understand how reverent and how special we need to keep the Sabbath and how sacred the day is. And as a general rule, I do not allow the kids to play in playgrounds as a general rule, because the other children, there may be beautiful, wonderful children in those playgrounds to play with, but when you're around children that don't keep the Sabbath, there's a lot of common talk, and it's very easy to get caught up in that, you know, things that we should be talking about during the weekday, like school and work and what kinds of things they play with. And I mean, there's nothing really edifying about, you know, playing on a playground with a bunch of children that don't understand, how we keep the Sabbath. So we stay away from the playgrounds, and even when they're empty, I don't like the children to have the idea that a playground is something that we use or go to on the Sabbath. But when we go to the forest preserve, we walk on the trail. It's so beautiful there, and it just brings us right back to God and being thankful for the nature that He's given us. And the children really have grown to enjoy it, to like walking on the trail. But at the end of the trail, there is that little playground with all it is two swings, right, Olivia?
My little tiny thing and a slide.
Two swings.
2 ways them to climb
A little thing that they climb on, and a slide, and it's old. And I never see children there. So I think, one day they saw it, and my first reaction was, oh, no, you guys can't be on there. But then I thought about it and said, swinging on a swing, there's nobody around. We're in the middle of nature. We're not even in a park. There's like trees everywhere, water and everything. And maybe I was wrong in allowing that, because I don't want to put a stumbling block in front of anybody for any reason in any way. And I certainly don't want to allow my children to think that it's okay to play in any playground. But if I'm allowing them to play in that playground, okay. So poor little Missy, she got hurt, but she's okay. She ran into the wall. Anyways, without trying to, once again, trying to sound legalistic, I just really want to share how our family feels about keeping the Sabbath and how special it needs to be. But we need to treat it respectfully and reverently and really keep the Sabbath in the way that God has asked us to do that. And that means just, really watching what we do, but yet making it very enjoyable for the children in a way that is different and special from what we do during the week. So, I may even have to rethink even using that playground at the forest preserve, just because I don't want anybody to be going like, oh, she says she doesn't play on playgrounds. Why is she playing at that playground? I don't want anybody to wonder, if we're being hypocritical or if we're really living what we believe. So that's my take on that, and I thank you. And if anybody has anything to share, any feedback, I'm open. I'm open to hearing what you have to share, and I love to just share with one another and talk with one another and learn from each other. And most importantly, the most important thing is, though, to pray and know what your convictions are and to know what God is telling you to do. So, anyways, on to lunch.
Oh.
Lunchtime. So, I don't know if you remember
It's a candy bar.
I'm talking, Peanut. Oh. If you remember a few videos back, I was talking about not making scrambled tofu. But then I got to talking to Alyssa, who is completely randomly me. Thank you, Alyssa. And she was giving me some good ideas about adding more stuff to it, which is good. I thought we've done that before, but then, for some reason my kids are really not into potatoes and green peppers. And Olivia likes them, but a lot of them don't like the tomatoes in there. So we made it still with the spinach. We made it the regular weight, but I'm telling the kids to eat less of the tofu and more rice. So they're having
It's all gone.
They're having rice and tofu.
You want some? Mine's frozen.
Surely you can squeeze something out of there.
Mine's frozen. You want it?
Okay.
You can give her a bite. Frozen almond butter.
You want a bite? It's frozen.
They were supposed to eat that yesterday, but
is it good?
Nick and Olivia decided to save it. They didn't really want it. They got full yesterday. When we were out and having our little picnic, they were supposed to eat that almond butter yesterday. She wants it. Are you giving it to her? Seriously? Can Catherine have a bite? Let me give her a little bite. Here, Catherine, have a little bite. Don't have a big bite, just a little bite. Does it go well with the tofu? I would think not, but okay. It's messy.
It's delicious.
Is it? That's pretty good. So, we're having the tofu, and the kids, You know, I give them an option. You want salad or fruit? Of course, you know, kids. They're going to pick the fruit. Right? Right, guys? They probably should have had the salad. Yes, they should have had the salad. Right? Okay. So, but, Mama likes to make them happy every now and then. Happy every now and then.
Every now and then.
Every now and then. I don't want you happy every now and then. Which is not true. I love you guys. I want you happy all the time.
I didn't have like salad in like since last year.
Oh, no, you've had salad since then. So Mama, she's going to eat the salad. Great, big old salad. There's some lettuce underneath this pile of carrots and cucumbers and olives. It's just a simple salad, and I'm going to eat some hummus with it. And then I'm going to have just a little bit of the tofu with
Well,
the rice.
usually she has a bigger bowl.
A bigger bowl of salad?
Yeah.
I do, don't I? I should have made a bigger bowl.
Yeah.
You're making me feel guilty. This is your little spot in the world here, huh?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. So Nick was cleaning up his room and decided that Caroline needed her own little corner of his room.
Catherine is a big nook.
Catherine has a big one. You have a little one because you're a little person, right?
Yeah,
You don't need a big nook.
I don't.
But I don't know that this chair needs to be here. This is where your bed is, right?
Yeah.
I moved a camp chair. It makes it a little more
Yeah.
like a bed.
We don't get that in theory.
So this weekend, so tomorrow you're going to sleep here? Because you know on Fridays, Mommy lets you sleep where you want, right?
I would take.
But you're not
When
sick.
I was back in the room, I would take.
No, she knows that if she says she's sick, she gets to sleep in special places. But no, you're not sick.
Right.
We can wait till tomorrow. You sleep in your own bed with the girls tonight, and then you sleep in this bed tomorrow. On Friday. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Ah, kitty. Can't hardly see you. It's dark. So Nicholas made a special nook, little corner. This is Catherine's nook anyways, where she reads and plays.
Caroline has one.
Caroline has one in the
But
living room.
isn't Daddy? No, Caroline has the better one too.
Oh, a little sleeping place.
but
in Nick's room.
Caroline, but Daddy's sleeping there, so Caroline can't sleep in it because he's very sensitive about sleeping.
Daddy fell asleep in Nick's bed. So Caroline is going to sleep in Catherine's special sleeping place nook that Nick made for her today. You guys going to actually sleep?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you going to actually sleep?
yeah,
Caroline?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Say bye, Catherine.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. You two are a bunch of giggle boxes.
I don't know why we are. Sometimes it happens.
Good night.
Good night.
And what else?
Live well and be strong. I thought she was going to do it.
Okay,
She
try it
messed
again.
up. 1, 2, 3. Live well and be strong. Bye bye. Adios.